Hi everyone! Sorry, I lost a little bit. I kinda lost track of time. Yeah, still using the new model. Golly, I'm very nervous about it still. I'm gonna have to get used to using it to begin with. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have to, stop being so nervous about people seeing it, you know? I'm gonna try updating Streamer.bot and see if that helps. There's a chance it breaks everything. Just so you know. No, not cute, Timmy, you silly. Ah. Golly. The ah sound is the most reliably tracked one. So like ah. That's it's pretty reliable. Everything else is kind of iffy. But so yeah, it's definitely based on how the camera can see my mouth rather than yeah. Now I have to just see if everything's broken or not. I copied the actions to the clipboard, so hopefully it'll be fine. Golly, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous about this model. I've spent a lot of time on it, no lie. And oh my goodness, I didn't spend enough time on it, you know? Never gonna be enough time. I clicked the button and it did not work. Okay. That is a bad sign. Let me see. Golly! So that sucks. Yeah, so it's not allowed to update. No, you're wrong. 24, 23. How's this? Okay, so that's not quite what I was hoping for it to be. Golly, they seem to have made the problem worse, is the thing. By trying to update it. Let me see if I have a, copy of the Streamer.bot version that worked for me. Yeah, here. Okay, so if I go instead, so, for this, golly, bah, goodness, I really gotta figure out, I need to start working on the model again immediately. Not today because I can't, but my goodness. Hello, the sharpest tool. Hope you're doing good today. I'm gonna check if the thing has worked. So if I go like this, work please, and darn it, it still says partially connected. What the heck? Yeah, golly. Hi, Grace. Stern.bot's broken, and it will be for the foreseeable future. Unfortunate. That sucks a lot. Golly. Okay, so that means I've got to... Hang on. I've gotta hide that, because now it isn't working. And that sucks. I didn't do anything. It just stopped connecting to Twitch, and so now it never works. And, well, I do need to let y'all know. It's poor music on the background music there. They're pretty, like, they have... Yeah, I have a goldfish emote, because I'm forgetful. Speaking of forgetful, I do need to actually play Dwarf Fortress today, you know? Golly, I'm so nervous about this model, and it's gonna take quite a while for me to get used to. Yeah. Ooh, the mouth shapes are a little hard to trigger, you know? Because people don't actually usually enunciate to the point that it wants me, or it seems to want me to, in order to get the mouth shapes to work properly. Yeah, it's tricky. Anyways, Dwarf Fortress today, I need to stop looking at my model, or I might never. Like, it is my child and it is myself, you know? Which means inevitably it will never be perfect. Cover the screen. If I do that, I won't be able to see OBS, which is bad because then I won't notice things like encoding overloads, dropped frames, chat messages, importantly. I think the main thing is that we have the yeah, womp womp indeed. You know, honestly, it's probably actually a better idea to have it do every mouth shape as just you know? Because people aren't super duper interested in the varied and nuanced mouth shape. They just want to see ba ba ba. That's probably the better option. I should have done that from the beginning, and now I regret not doing that, and I am disappointed. No, you're into that nuance? Well, I'm glad. There are... How many mouth shapes did I make? Hang on, I have the file somewhere. There's like 25. There are like 25 different mouth shapes. You see, you got one for angry. Got one for sad. And there's a bunch of them. You're silly, Grace. I need to not be looking at that right now. I need to just like... Here. I can pop out chat. And then, whoops. Can pop out chat, expand it like this, and just like, put it on top of the thing so I don't have to look at it. Cause, like... No, I can't. It's not gonna work like that, unfortunately. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on. Let me put it back where it was. Bleh. Now everything's broken. Hang on. Golly, I can't get this right. But yeah. This model is just too much of me, you know? So I'm never gonna be quite satisfied. Brand new fortress. I actually started this, like, yesterday and then never actually did anything with it. Essentially, previous fortress... Don't show this again. The previous fortress was right here. Balance script. No one Eensy Beansy now? Okay, I can live with Eensy Beansy here, yeah. Whoop. We'll put you right there. Yeah. How's that? I think... I kind of want to rotate a little bit. Because now we can see the tail. Teehee. Meow, you silly. Basically, meow. Previous fort here, balance crit, and kitty. You silly. Meow. And? What do you mean and? Meow. But yeah, there was um there was actually like 15 people here. When I left, there were 15 people here. Oh, okay. I thought you were doing another thing. But yeah, there were 15 people here, and 12 of them were werewolves. So, it was a little bit of a problem. But now we're over here. And you'll see we have some humans to our north and south. We're right along this trading route, which is this road here. So it is all fine and all dandy. This is Murky Pool. A little bit to our west is the ocean. The folded sea is what it's called. It's folded, I guess. Yeah, let's strike the earth. You lurking? No worries. Hope you have a good lurk. Gonna dig into this wall. Golly. Gonna dig into this wall as the entrance. Oh, by the way, I got a comment on YouTube earlier that said that somebody uses my video or my vlogs to fall asleep to. And that's very nice of them. So I'm feeling happy about that. Yeah. So, we probably don't want to be on this layer very much. Because it's going to be all sand. Sand is not great. Can you do farm plot? You can do farm plot on sand. So that's good to know. I could put a big old farm here. Has the siege update sent you any big attacks? Not yet. And that's the crazy part. Like, it was exclusively werewolves that did me in here. Like, pretty much most places that aren't down here are at peace. This world has 2 continents. This huge lower one and a slightly smaller upper one here. Then there's some islands and such. Plenty of untouched islands. But hopefully this fortress will be big enough for that to happen. You know? Let's also cut down some trees. Oh, nothing to catch in the southeastern swamps. Golly! What was I about to say? I don't know. I should eat a burger? No. Yeah, you just redeeming a bunch of lurkers' licenses, you silly. You only really need one. It's just a little notification to let me know. But, you know, you do what you want. Another one just for... I'm gonna just, like... go this. No, you gotta spam, okay. What are these other? What does it mean, other? Oh, it doesn't matter so much. There's no bigger for spam. Let's go 20 levels down. That'll be plenty. Not damp stone already. The damp stone means that there's an aquifer. And an aquifer means that that mining becomes very annoying, you know? Because this is still silt and, other soft things that you can't smooth out. Which means that not only do we have to dig downwards, we also have to remind them to dig is still number 2. maybe that's karma. Have you ever considered maybe it's karma? But basically, not only do we have to dig out the stairs themselves, we also have to dig out the tiles around the stairs and put walls in them. There's no bite command, you silly. Closest we have is a nom-redeem. Okie dokie. You silly. No. You're being extra silly, I see. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the walls in first. At highest priority. Okay. And then after that, I'm gonna put in the other tiles. Because, believe it or not, they will accidentally block themselves from putting stuff in the corner if you don't do it like that. And unfortunately, there is more damp beneath it, which does suck. Oh no, they need to hurry. It's a good thing this isn't a heavy aquifer, because if this were a heavy aquifer, I might just give up and build on the surface. Alright, there we go. Now we've got these walls in, which means that they will not leak water. Which is a good thing. Alright, let's also, while we're here, assign that to be dug. Tetrahedrite, cool, so we're starting to get down into stone parts, which is good. All these damp layers are so annoying. Were they not assigned already to be dug? Well, I guess because they were just revealed, it would... Yeah, that's mean to me. Damp stone is mean to me. Okay, let's actually get started. We have plenty of cashew wood right now, it looks like. And we'll make these ones top priority again. And then we'll put in the other ones. Whoopsies. That was not how I wanted that done. Like so is how. Okay. So this should work. Yes, indeed it has. Very awesome. Like, yeah, if it were a heavy aquifer, that would mean that water would flow in a lot faster. Which is just, like, annoying and oftentimes impassable. We aren't even at level 10 yet. Womp, yeah. Womp indeed. Oops, didn't mean to do stair mining. I meant to go like that. In fact, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be damp, I should actually enable it for damp dig so they just do it anyway. Then turn it off again to make sure it doesn't do it too much. The fact that they... Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, hang on. This is stone walls at this point. which means that I can actually, I don't actually have to put more walls in place. I can just smooth them out. But because I already started, I will in fact finish. Oh, actually, I should not. Because even though this floor is safe, this floor should technically be safe anyway, but I'm not gonna chance it just in case, because water can drip in from the ceiling. So we're not gonna let it accidentally do that. So we're gonna do it the weird way this one level, and then the next level down we'll smooth out instead. We've given them a second to take up the tasks. So now I'll put in the walls. And they should be on their way. It is a little bit of a long hallway. And they have to go grab the wood. It is fun watching them go, though. How long you small for? That's a great question. It looks like 3 more minutes. Now, it's still 1 out of 7. Forever? No. I'm Bigsy Wigsy. Quite shrimply. And that's that. Yeah, so now we've got to... Oh, not on level 1 priority, golly. We're not in that much of a rush. Fun fact, my very first ever fort had an aquifer in it. And it took me quite a while. Because I happened to have some people in chat to help me out. It was technically a different channel at the time. But, I did luckily have some people in chat that were helping me through it. Feel like you need a tissue, you silly Grace. Did they cancel for... Okay, they haven't canceled the designation, it looks like. Which is a good thing. Native platinum, how fancy. Yes indeed, native platinum. That's a fancy metal. Darn it, is there really more damn stone? We're not even 10 levels down. Golly. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna be extra safe and smooth out all the levels. Just in case. Even though there's metals there, there will be more metals where there is no aquifer. But yeah, aquifers are just so annoying. And you just kind of have to live with them. Pretty much everyone's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 7 of us total right now. And we have 5 of them here, so that's basically everyone. Limonite. Cool. There we go. Smooth that out. More pet. It's mean to me. Grr. And I've got to hurry too to make sure it doesn't flood. You're joking. More of it below? Eh. This is like California Central Valley. There's so much groundwater. Just a ton. For no good reason. On the bright side, I'm not going to use it for golf courses. So we have that in our favor. Copper. Oh. Oh. Yeah. There's a plenty of metals because I didn't make it rare enough in the world generation. But that's fine. I can always make a new world if I have to. Anyhow, hematite is cool. Hey, it looks like they don't have more aquifer to deal with. Magnetite is great. Bauxite, cool. I don't think that's a command, you silly. Speaking of silly, what happened to stream avatars? Froze. What the heck? Golly. We're gonna have to restart it. Everything hates me today. Alright. Heh. I am no longer eensy beensy. So I will... Woo. Heck, here, I'll just... Heck, maybe even I leave it at this angle. No, I think not. Alrighty. That is not correct. I am not 3 apples tall, Timmy. I am Bigsy Wigsy. Let's have it put desktop, then back here. There we go. Good enough for me. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay, so we're all the way down now. In my last fortress, I had a big old plan to make, like, the Halls of Moria. Unfortunately, that will not work, I don't think. It might, but there's... Wait. I don't know. So, let's see. I mean, we've still gotta, like, actually make stuff, you know? Rooms and things for my, dwarves to actually use in the meantime. And what I learned with the other fortress project is that it takes quite a while, and if you're not prepared for werewolves in the meantime, you're actually not gonna get anything meaningful done. So, this is just wet because of residual water, it's not actually... Let's also try taking a different approach to it this time. Let's go with the... We're gonna... In the other fortress, I basically made it so that I started at the top and I was going to carve it out downwards. This one I'm gonna start at the bottom and go on each level, I think. And then I'll be able to plan my rooms better from the bottom. That guy's doing the mining, and I want to watch. Okay, I was so worried for a moment that he was going to tell me that there was something in the way. But yeah. Specifically damp stone. That would be mean to me. Ah, bah, 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 bah. Here, hematite is good. Red tourmaline is good. Is that this one? Yeah. No, not cute. It's just that this model's only what's the word? Saving grace is that it can go ah ba 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 ba. You see? It's not even great at it, but it's like the one upside. Be meaner than Timmy than usual for biting me. Okay, Timmy, I have something for you. I don't think that worked, but I sure tried. I attempted to time Timmy out, but I don't think I could. Because, I don't think I could, because she's a mod, so I don't think I'm able. But Timmy, know that you deserve to be timed out for biting Grace. Mm-hmm. Okay, no, we aren't done. Fair enough. There are dead toads here. I don't know why. Hello, toad. And find or dragonfly. Very interesting. I'm also noticing how they are just putting mussels on the ground. I suppose I will need to make a fishery. You can put that just like, I don't know, around, I guess. We can make a couple buildings outdoors. There's no harm in it. It's just not usually very good. Yeah. And then what I can do, I can make some logs, or some walls, I mean. And then looks like we have the most macadamia wood right now. And then I go constructions, and I go ramp. There. Then I can get up here and make a little roof. If I wanted to get fancy, which I actually wasn't going to, but now I want to. Oh darn, we don't have... Well, I guess that's probably because... Why'd this suspend it? I'll probably find out. I'm gonna make a, like, angled roof, and it's gonna be fancy and cool, and everyone will say, yay! Mean to you? Oh, did it actually work to time you out? Wonderful! You're back? Okay, cool. I thought it didn't work. Huh, what do you know? Did it unmod you? Because that's not what I want. I'm grieving, you must be nice to my tip. Hang on. Looks like it might have unmodded you. Deleted your messages? Okay, well. I didn't mean for it to go that far. There you go. You should be mod again. Alright. Smiles! Okay, I guess I should only use that on mods if I really want to, because, yeah. Looks like we need to cut down this tree, and maybe this one as well. We're gonna try making a stone roof here. I do need to, like, I need to, like, start planning stuff. So let me actually, like, get into this, you know, like, for realsies and such. Make it, like, so cool. I'm not gonna, like, draw a super detailed sketch or anything. But I want to get, like, a sort of rough layout, you know? So I know vaguely where I want to put stuff. If it wants to load, that is. Because it's a little hard to determine, you know? Um, it does seem like it's being slow at me. Oh, wait. No, there it is. Wait. No, it is being slow. I was right. Golly. We're not looking at this right now. I want to close things. I want them to not be open. Where? Okie dokie. Do. Still number 2. Yeah, silly. Oh, there's the mouse. I guess there's only 21 right now. Not all of them are even really super accessible, and these bottom 5 are all really similar. But they are technically distinct. So, gonna go new image. Gonna go, we can just do like A4 paper. That's regular stegular. Grr. It also says you're number 2 on gifted subs. Funny enough. Grace is the best in that. So let's see. We'll use all black. So we've got like, that is true though, yeah. So let's see. We've got the surface. And we've got like the entrance, right? Got our big hallway into the front. And then we've got like a big old stairwell, pretty much. So, I guess really it should go like this. Pretty much up to like there is where the aquifer line is, right? So we'll just write that in. I'm using my mouse right now. So it's not going to be very good. So up until about there is the aquifer. I would like to have an area, like a big area, that goes like all the way across and is like pillars, you know? Why are you doing that? Stop that. So, let me actually copy and paste that a couple times so we get the idea better. It's not going to be a very good thing, because we're just doing it with my mouse here. But, yeah, Whoops. Go here. Guilty to this tribe. Yeah, you silly. Okay, so we'll just go a little bit like this. Kind of implying some depth here, because there would be depth. You know what I mean? Like I said, the sketch isn't going to be good. I have to keep reminding myself of that so that I don't accidentally put too much effort into it. Oops. Yeah, so we can merge all this down. Yeah. So we're going to have a layer that's just big old pillars. We can do stuff, a bunch of stuff other than that, but I do want those pillars. We can, put some hatching lines in to show. Alright, I'm not great at getting it to be the same angle every time. Right? Oops. Sans boss fight? Sure. I technically never did that. Not even technically, I've just never done that. That's what it looks like? No, it's meant to look like the Mines of Moria. Promise. Pinky promise. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, so we've got our entrance, we've got our pillars. Technically speaking, it makes... Should you go make Coco? Yeah, you should go make Coco. That'd be lovely. I'm sure you'd enjoy it very much. Be right back, of course, of course. We would have like a smallish entrance here. Somewhere in here, there's like caverns and stuff, which is a little bit gonna have to keep in mind. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully we can mostly ignore it. It's gonna be there eventually, though. We're gonna save this really quick as our, dwarf planning. Darling, what do you need? We've got to... Hey, Cherokee, do you have any ideas for what we want the fort to look like? I can, go over here to make it a little easier to see. So, we have our above ground section, we have a big section with a bunch of pillars that are going to be super cool and stuff. What else do you think we should have? Because, you know, it's gonna be cool. So it'd be nice. Because we need a section for bedrooms, for military training, for all sorts of things. I know it's cute of you to ask. It's not cute of me. It is not. It is normal. You happen to be there, so I might as well. Humph. I can scowl at you very convincingly. You see? But yeah. Because we're going to need... I'd imagine underneath somewhat we'd have another big old hallway. Right? Possibly. Maybe not all the way across this one. But it's sort of like, here, let's look at some ant farms for ideas, you know? Because technically speaking, ants would choose like a very optimal strategy, right? Because they want to be very efficient with how they move and stuff. So if we lay things out somewhat like that... Nuh-uh! Wrongo bongo. Undertale. Here's something like this. So, if we picture that this big room is something like the egg room, it actually looks like having multiple places on the surface where it enters is what it wants, and also multiple exits. Very interesting. So if we have this here, which is just surface, okay, so what if we, let's see, we're at the corner, kinda, yeah. Which means we'd be entering from a bit of a corner. So, this entrance here would be at the northwest of that. But then at the southeast, we might have another passage downwards. So I'll write that in as southeast. Okay. And then we're definitely running into a cavern at that point. But so the nursery room is a little bit down. So I think probably, technically speaking, we'd only need one layer for like bedrooms and stuff if we do it long and big. But we can intentionally structure it such that it is multi-leveled and such. Like this. Right? And then Timmy's meowing. So, that could be a bit like that. I think it would make the most sense if all 3 layers... Coco's good? I'm glad you think so. It would make sense to me if all 3 layers funneled to the middle of the 3 into an area like this, which would be the tavern, right? And then technically I think it makes sense to have what's the word? Symmetrical on both sides. So I would probably emulate something similar. Right? So it would go like that. So technically speaking, this like theoretically goes across the entire map, but that's not very realistic. We need a place for workshops, and that being, let's see. It looks like the storage is higher up, so we might dedicate room here. Just like somewhere up above. To storage. So technically speaking, seed storage is not... Yeah, I think we'll do a couple layers for that. So we'll have, rooms here. Taverns here. Or the tavern. We need to cross the T. So we have rooms there, tavern there, storage here. Then, none of this is exact. It's just going to be however we get it to work. Technically speaking, I'd like to put workshops here. But maybe we have tavern rented rooms. Because I'd like to put the workshop somewhere else if I am able. Whoops. No, one more try. We'll enunciate this better. I might as well write the word tavern there, right? There we go. So we have tavern rooms, then the civilian rooms there. We need a place for the military to be training. So ideally, we would have a pillar with basically like a fight ring. What you got here? Why am I? Well, I'm not even being a little bit cute here. I literally have a picture of an ant farm on my other monitor. Or not an ant farm, but like a hive layout. There's nothing cute going on. Timmy, grrr. Maybe I ought to time y'all out. See how you like it. Here. You still have Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, this is for Dwarf Fortress. I'm planning out this is gonna be the fort layout. 0% cute 100% of the time. Humph. So yeah, and we would have drawbridges. So we have, I'll draw a little picture of a sword here. If I'm... Huh? I'm on mute? Huh? Oh, they muted me. Okay. I understand everything now. Planning the fortress. There. That should let Grace know. So this will be the military training place. Or at least a fighting ring. Which is still cool. Oops. So there's that. And then I guess we'd have it be just a wall around it. Like that. We'd probably have more of that be storage, but yeah. We're gonna assume that there's quite a bit of caverns going on down at this point. So we're probably gonna need a lot of stone to deal with it. But up on the surface layer, we're gonna need to put like a I would like to put at least a little bit of a tower for archers. Maybe 2. Siege engines go here. Yeah. In that hallway. Here. Like that. It's gonna be, like, if we're able to do it, it's pretty cool, you know? So let's see. Let's estimate how many layers we want for this. For the, for the pillars, I'd like them to be at least 12 tall. And I'd like these to be 2. And maybe they go up through here, through the pillars maybe. Because they're going to be little 3x3s, so there'll be a spot in the middle. Maybe this will go down through there as well. Make it a little more interconnected. And then I suppose we can have a place to view the fighting from. So I can, kind of imply that it's glass, if I can. So this will be a viewing deck. Oh, I never actually added a place for workshops. Yeah, I guess we can have tavern rooms there. Then workshops here. And I guess workshop storage. Then we would probably want minecarts to go from up here to down there, right? So, I will draw that like this. And then I'll put a little minecart on it to indicate that it is 4 minecarts. These little wheels. It's fast, of course. I am drawing with my mouse, so... Let me also add a little indication there. Yeah, so maybe something like this. Alright. Then we have one there. 3 here. And we'll measure this as probably also 3. We'll do it approximately. 3 there. The heights matter more than the distances, you know? Because we can scale them however we need. I'd still like this tower. That'd be roughly 6. Yeah. So this has to be at least 3. So that means that we'd have 2 here. And then maybe we'll do as this as 3 as well. Because then, since we'd imagine it to be the same level, this top part here is, let's see. Because theoretically the tavern's on the middle of these 3. So we'd have 1 floor here, 2 more here. No, not cute, you silly. We'd have 1 layer of here that lines up with there. Then 2 that don't. Then 1 more layer down. Oh, I guess this would make technically 2 here, huh? But 2? Maybe we add a dotted line. We will maybe indicate that we need to move this down, maybe. Whoops. Whoops. Move that down. Okay, cool. That's pretty much everything. Oh, we should add the Fisher's house up here. Because I'm gonna be proud of it when it's done. Yeah. There we go. So this is the plan. This is what we're going for. It might or might not work. We will have to find out. But that does mean we should start working on stuff now. Yeah. So we need to be at least... So let's try and find the place where the aquifers end. Looks like roughly on 11. So we'd like to be minimum 1. Right? Or minimum 2. Hang on. Min 2. There's got to be at least 2 layers between the aquifers and our storage. Yeah. So if the aquifers end on roughly 11, then we want minimum on, we'll go 15 so it's a nice number to put the storage on. We will smooth the wall there so that we remember it's an important layer. Then, because we want that to be about 12 down from 15 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 27 makes sense. Alright, do we feel okay about that? Should all be stone at this point. Possible that we need to also consider the third axis for this. Because this goes like horizontally, but it doesn't consider how far back things should go. I'll kind of have to figure that out as I go, huh? So we'll have 12 to there. Then a gap of 1. So we go down to here. Then the next 2 after that are also ones I'm going to be digging into, I think. Let's see. Then it looks like a gap of 3 for the next one. Okay. I'd kind of like it to go all the way down to 50. And the options for that are to, I mean, we could make this like 20, up 20 tall pillar. I think I'll just make these taller instead. Alright, so, instead of 12, let's see, 15, what would make a nice number from 15 that's also highly divisible? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Hang on, how many is that? 12, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 maybe? So that would be from 15 plus 18. Hang on, I'm a math major, I can do this. 5 plus 8 is 13. And then... so 33 it would be. We might just go for a straight 20, right? And we go down to 35. That sounds good to me. So this is going to be instead 20. Okay. So yeah, we have 20 there. And then after 35, have a gap. Then I guess we can't do these yet because they don't exist. But it'll be fine. In fact, I don't even need to smooth them out like that. I can just write the numbers down on my plan. Smartly, even. So, we'll say... 15. And then we have 35. 36, 37, 38. 39, 40, 41, 42. And then here's 48 through 50. Cool. Lovely. Yes. So, what's the most atmospheric? I'll take my break really quickly and think. Because I do need my break. Be right back. I'm back. Alright. So, $35 is the, most interesting one right now to me. Because it does determine a little bit what the footprint would be. I think it makes sense for it to go. So, however many it is to the wall on this side, right? Like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on. Okay. So you can't go farther to the left than this one right here. And we are 39 from it there. So, we go from here. Go 39 there. Maybe we go all the way across like this. Right? Let's get an idea of the scale. That is massive. That would be a massive fortress. My goodness. Should we do it? Should we go for it? Why not? It's only the biggest dwarf fortress project I've ever even thought of doing. Golly. I mean, what would be the downsides is the real question. Yeah, you gonna fight Timmy? Cool. And technically speaking, it wouldn't be like the whole area. I'd like it to be longer than it is tall. Or I mean, you know. So it starts here. I'd like it to go pretty far this way. Okay, so there is the limit of it. So it could be at most 152. 116. We could go with 150. Or rather, a bit less, because we need a gap so we can put our, maybe a gap of 2, or maybe even 3. Right? So it can go as far as 148. Let's go to 145 instead. One day, if all goes to plan, this whole thing will be mined out. Can you believe? In fact, it'll be pretty much all mined out for 20 levels. So we've got to be very productive. It worked. Yeah, there is an attack command. So we have here a 116. Half of 116 would be 58. Right, so if I count from here, that's also 58. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do this. We'll put slightly higher priority to the ones that are going to be necessary first to actually get stuff up and running. Because remember I said I wanted the opposite side down there to lead to the other levels. Technically, I did have it on both, didn't I? Okay, yeah, I have tavern rooms there, so I don't actually need that just yet. So we will be, whoops, oh, I can't undo with Control Z. I'm just a silly. So we're going to, put on level 7 all this. Because it's shrimply not urgent. Then I'd like this to be a bit more central, you know? These stairs. Unfortunately, that is not the world we are given. But hopefully it can be the world we make. If we go 2 levels down, to 37, it looks like. Yeah. So on 37, we'd like the tavern rooms. Or maybe... Here, maybe we start tavern rooms so it'll go across. And then we could have 2 sets of tavern rooms. Right? Just a ton of them. Then... we can have it go downwards. Hang on. Gotcha, figure it out. I think... if we want this stairway to... no, it'll be fine. So, it looks like the middle would be about here. So... at 37... we put that there. That's middle. Middleville. So 58. Half of 58 is 29. So if we go 29 from either side. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. And then I suppose, more importantly than that... well, hang on. We went another 29 this way. Good. So it would be like this. Except this isn't the layer we need the most right now. Layer we need the most is going to be the workshops layer. Alright, which will be this next one here. And the workshops is going to lead right into the tavern, which I think is a good thing. We'll have it, we'll do the same thing we do here. Alright. So let's think. There's a bunch of different types of workshop, right? And we aren't going to need like a billion of each one or anything. We can't really do farm plots in there. We can still do some other things. Oh, I didn't know you could train small animals. That's cool. We're gonna avoid the farming ones in this area. This is gonna be more industrial. So, furnaces maybe not, but... I think... we're gonna have to have quite a few things in order to take up space. Right? The important part is that we get to the middle, you know? The middle-ish. So, up here, we have something that is 145 units long. Which means that halfway down that would be 72 and a half. So basically just 73. Right? So if I mark this and measure, 73 that way. 73 that way. Okay, so this is the layer on 38. So going to put that there, right? So that's the middle there. Then yeah, okay. So this here is going to be the middle, right? So we've got sort of a, so we've got a 2-block horizontal center and a 1-block vertical center. I can live with that. You silly Grace. You'd have a hard time force jamming. He's already pretty so good luck with that. What was I up? Hard gap, this. So at this center, which I do need to mark as a 2-block center that direction. Right? That direction? One more. Alright. So what we want is probably, because obviously we don't want a massive tavern for no reason. It's gonna be pretty big, because everything here is pretty big. Scale is the name of the game. I don't necessarily know that I want it to be linear, just like a straight path down to here, though. I'm gonna make it a big old circle, certainly. So we'll work on that to start. In each direction, it's gonna have to be the same top to bottom, so that it can stay centered. I think 11 up and down sounds good. Alright, so that would go like this. And then, hang on, I do need to... Okay, so this part there. Let me see. Yeah. See, I told you, Grace. Go 9 in each direction this way, maybe? Yes, please. Trying to figure out the right shape for this tavern. Because I'd like it to be a circle, but that is hard. You know? Let me actually undo that part. Because there is a way to... There's a tool online I've seen before. Hang on. Pixel circle generator. That's what we're after. So, yeah. It might not be the same one, but it's one of these, basically. So we have width of, let's see. You're wrong, Timmy. Width would be, let's see, if it is... I can actually just check. I don't need to remember anything. 22, and height is 23. Okie dokie. Height is... we don't force the circle. Height is 23. Okay. So, 2, 2, 2. Alright, so that would be, whoops, 2, 2, 2, 1, and 2, 2, and the rest. Okay. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, the rest. Ba 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 ba. You cutie. Golly, though. This is already a very big tavern, and it's not even like a little bit of the space we need. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, the rest. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, the rest. Like that. So that would be the tavern, theoretically. It's centered in everything, it's a big old circle. The only problem is that it is not big enough. You know, like, we have so much space here. A lot of it can be taken up by beds and such. But I think we might even want to just shrimply, let's go with, I don't know, 30 and 31. Maybe something like that. Even that's not too much bigger, so we'll just skip right ahead to 37 and 38 maybe. And so, oh, whoops, hang on. Maybe it's actually 38 and 37. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, from our midpoint, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 it looks like, I think. No, not cute, Grace, you silly. Total of 38. And it looks like 3 on either side of it. We had 2 before, so this would be like that. Alright, then we go 3, 3, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Then another one down. Then 1, 1. Then 2, 3. Then it should just be the rest. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Miscounted? So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, then it would be 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 1. Huh. It does seem like I can just remove that one and it'll be fine, right? So I'm going to just pretend that it's all fine. I'm gonna go 3. Blah 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 blah. You silly. 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. From here we can also go 3. 3. Hold on, what? Okay, so this doesn't line up. Not at all. What's going on here? Whee! In fact, yeah, I do see... What the heck? Okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna have it line up to wherever this says the circle is. And then that'll be correct. You're also incorrect, Kimmy. It's quite simple. 3 there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Like that, then 3, and 3. So I decided just now that this is where it's gonna be. It's a bit of an egg shape, which is strange and weird. How long is that? 33. It's quite odd. Quite odd indeed. If we look from the center, this is the center. 19 one way. Now we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. This is a cool shape anyway, and it's still centered. We know because the midpoint of the circle still goes through our key points, so we are all fine, and it doesn't matter, and I don't care. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Four, 5, 6, 2, 3. Wonderful. That's plenty for a tavern, golly. I've never even considered building anything this big before. What if... So technically speaking, it's gonna have stairs there and there. One to go down and one to go up. But that part's fine. We need to figure out the workshops, right? Because that's also on this level. So what if I, random layout generator. Sure. Just like a random grid generator. Pretty much a random, yeah, sure. And then, so we have ourselves a, 38, so... Our grid could be... Hang on. $115 by $145. Wait, actually only half. Wait, actually only up to there. 115 by 57. Okay. So we want... Can I type number? Table makes no sense to me. I'm gonna say random grid generator. So let's see. Enter number, okay. So let's try 15. Cool. Oh, you've been attacked, Timmy. So that did not work. Oh, wait, hang on. Yes, it did, question mark? Hang on. If we type in 115 again... There we go. Is there a way to... Yeah, okay. So this doesn't exactly help me. This does not help me in the way I hoped it would. Hi! So I've got to decide on a layout for my workshops, basically. Because I can put as many as I want, and it's not going to be a big issue. So I get to decide whatever shape, basically, you know? And that's the tricky part, is the whatever part, you know? Because from all, the only rules are that there's gonna be 3 sections. Say nice things about you. Aww. You're so adorable. You're cute at me. I love you so much. You're being so silly. Yeah, No, you're wrong, Grace. You silly. Here's an idea. If I were to... how about like a star shape? Right? So I'd do like a diamond. Whoops. In fact, maybe just like that. Or like this, I mean. Is it a good idea? Oh, golly. 50 squats, yeah. That's something we can do. Just allow me to finish this really quickly. Whoopsies. But here's my idea right now, right? And then we'll have little hallways that are 3 wide. I love you 3 so much. You're adorable at me. Whoopsies. I'll get to, I promise I'm not forgotten about the squats. I just want to finish this section. Let's say nice things. That is nice things, sweet girl. You're smart, you're funny, you're adorable, you're so pretty, you're... Golly, where do I... Like, what isn't nice to say about you, honestly? There's nothing but nice things in my head for you. I need to do squats really quick. Squats. Break. So we'll take a little break to do a couple squats. Uh-huh. Okie dokie. Uh-huh. Alright. So I'm noticing, whoa. Uh-huh. Let's try like this. How's that? Did I not switch the tracker over? There's a need redeem. We could do anything for 1K. It's not anything. You request it. New. Full body. Okay, let's see. Hello? Tracker? Tracker? How you doing there? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Your brain works sometimes. My brain works all the time. And I'm Bigsy Wigsy. So there. Unfortunately, it looks like the scale is going to be a little inconsistent because I don't have an exact way of getting my, thing here. Ouch, you were stepping on me. Whoopsies. My bad. We'll just do our 50 squats really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's this? You want to go in the box? You cute girl. Yeah, okay, I can do that for you really quick. Boink. Boink. You cutie. Yeah, I was at 8. Next time, you cutie. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Alright. There we go. What? And... Ah! That's so silly. That does that. Uh-huh. You're silly too, Grace. Now it is actually time for a break anyway. So I will be right back after I refill my water and stuff. See you guys in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Now, oh wait, let's not forget to, woo, ah, I need to, whoop, there we go. Maybe not, I zoom in. There we go. Ah, yeah, so it is the same. Not cute, Timmy, you silly. It's not true. Hang on, hang on. So, I was thinking like a, zigzagging diamondy shape. But maybe, um, maybe I only start like that. Hang on. It's a little tricky to decide. Whoops. because obviously I'm not the most creative, so it's tricky because I've got to decide all these things myself. Obviously, I'm listening if y'all have suggestions, but for the most part, I've got to figure it out. So that's tricky. I think this is a wonderful way to start. Whoopsies, I've gone a bit too far there. Okay. Alright. So having this sort of pattern looks very cool to start. Alright. And then we need something else in order to get it there, you know? Because we can't, I don't want to have it just be like a straight rectangle. Maybe I do like a circle. Don't know what the point of that would be. How far is it anyway? 26. Cool. So we'll start with this. Then I think we can make these ones go there diagonally, right? Here, I'll actually do a bit of a curved path. And the way I like to do curved paths in this game is by starting like this and then just like iterating it a little, you know? It's not gonna be like optimal or anything. It's gonna be a little better each time. No, not cute, Grace. Silly, silly. Hang on, I actually have a way cooler idea. Let's see, we have that circle generator. But do we have a... Baristachrome? Ugh, it froze for a second. Oh, with an N? Darn. Baristachrome curve formula. A bit more complicated than I expected. Baristachrome. Blah blah blah. Technically speaking... Alright, technically speaking, never mind. It's not better, but it's cooler. I changed my mind back. We're doing it. Golly. Didn't expect it to do all that. Here. Is there a generator that does it the way the Minecraft Pixel one did? golly, that sucks. Looks like there is not a single result. And we'll go back to circle 1. Oh, darn, hang on. Alright. It'll be fine, because we basically just say that we want this circle to be 26 tall and 28 wide. So 28 and 26. So then we look at this here. 3, hang on. We go 3, whoops. And 3. So 3, 3, 1, 2. Whoops. One, 2. That's certainly not right. What? 26. Oh, I see. That's half of what we need. Yeah. Alright. Oh, fine. It doesn't allow me to do arithmetic. So we're going to do 52. And instead of 28, we'll do 56. Now we'll get the curve we want. So it goes 3, 4, 5. Okay. That makes more sense. 3, and then 4, and 5. 5, then 3, 3, 2. So 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. Then it's 2. Then 1, 1. And 2 that way, I believe. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 there. And 3, 2. 3, 2, then 2. What have I done wrong here? Hold up. Oh, that's 30. Okay. Whoopsies. I'm gonna give this one more try. This time we're doing 30. Which would put the width at 60. And the height is still at 52. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like 3. Then 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2. So that's 3, then 2. And 2, 2. That's not it. You know what? Hang on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It all depends, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here, it should be a 2. Right? Then a 2 and a 2. Then a 3. Oh, and you see it's 1 block too far. But I actually don't care, and I will just accept this. What do you know? Funny how that works out. 3. There we go. Now I can actually remove those. So this will look kind of neat, I think. So it goes out to match there. And all but 2 there. That is 8 long total. Then it goes 2, 2, 2. You got 2, 2, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, wrong one. No, I'm gonna put it back in a second, but it keeps my mind cleaner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a 2. Then a 1. Then a 2. Then a 2. Then a 3. Then a 4. Coolio. Alright. That's cool looking. Or so I think. Yes. And then this would all be solid. So we would go like, golly, this is just so much, you know? Imagine if we never got more dwarves to, like, no migrants ever to fill this out. It'd never happen. Goblins would eat us first. Goblins don't actually eat dwarves, by the way. I'm being silly. Goblins can be pretty awesome. Can have regular jobs. It just happens that they usually are at war with us. For one reason or another. Sometimes the reason is me. Not very often. Maybe only once so far. But you know. It was cool. But yeah, I like this kind of pattern. It gives us plenty of room to expand if we need. Cool. Doody-doo. So that's how I want that to go. Okay. A lot of work for them. For now, we can actually probably just... I'm gonna want workshop space sooner, somewhat. So I'll probably be putting a workshop there, right? I'm not cute, you silly Grace. Is that old? I think that's old. Sleepy Timmy? Yeah, you silly. So what we can do is like this. To start out, get some things going. We'll put slightly higher priority there. Just so they get that part done. We'll put some basic workshops in, you know? We can have this basically go through. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there should be, 5, and then a block. 5, okay. Yeah, okay, so that's that. Then we go like this. Good. So we can do some of that to start. Alright? Alright. We can unpause here. Tetrahedrite, right? Yeah. So let's start going across here. I do need some kind of farming, which I didn't actually plan for. Well, that's tricky. At least we have fish for food to start with. I'm gonna put traps and siege engines along this hallway. But I guess just to tie this over before we can get, like, actual stuff, I'm gonna put, like, maybe even a slightly higher priority. We can put a still in here. Maybe we'll, do 2, just in case. So we can put some, like, stills there. Then directly across from it, we can do just like an eensy-beensy farm. Alright, and that's all fine. Did I or did I not take my second break already? I must have done, right? Yeah. That's all fine. Macadamia wood for the roof. Now macadamia wood logs. We can do that there and there. Oh, we do need a temporary carpenter as well. Luckily, this first layer doesn't seem to have anything, so we can actually sort of, even at slightly higher priority, go out about as far and do some extra temporary ones. Right, just in case, because we need some, we just need stuff in general, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, starting out early game, we don't have stuff yet. So it is going to be up to us to make it. Let's see, in order to make this roof the way I wanted to, I'd love if it could be cinnabar or bauxite, but something tells me that isn't gonna work. You have bauxite here, but it's not like easy at the moment. What are they mining out right now? Looks like microclean. Blue's okay. So they'll work on this. And what level is it? 4s? Alright, so they should probably go back up to the top after they get to the end here. Just ale, right? What time is it? I kinda have work in the morning and I kinda don't want to. It's already almost 1 a.m. Darn. Alright. Vampire Opal is cool. Where is that? Oh, it's just here? Cool. We'll collect some eventually. Yeah. I'm gonna end stream here, I think. I got work in the morning, and I really, really don't want to die about it. You know, I'll get there, and I'm gonna be so eepy. I did get the Christmas decorations put away today, though, which is good. Very good indeed. Golly, it seems like the mouth shapes hardly trigger at all. You know, which is really disappointing, because I put a lot of work into them, and a lot of consideration. It's nice when they do get to trigger, though. Wah ba ba ba. Yeah. Anyways. Gonna raid out. Let's see. Let's see. I'll send y'all to the thanks for watching. Here, I'll send you here. They're playing randomizer, it looks like. Alright, see you guys Monday, I think. Nope, Saturday. It's Friday right now. Bye-bye.